That's 8,770. 775 pounds there. That's good. Visual approach runway 24 and traffic to the parking lot 7 miles northwestbound. Radio Las Vegas approach right here on what's your course there? Maintain 210 miles till Pindiani.
McCarran Tower, you're clear for landing. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Hello and welcome to Flight Path. I'm Chris Jones, the Chief Marketing Officer at McCarran International Airport. The Federal Aviation Administration chose the Southern Nevada skies for a new program that will make the airspace over the valley more efficient for aviation. Here's a look at Metroplex.
The Metroplex project is a comprehensive proposal to improve the flow of air traffic and is just one part of the Federal Aviation Administration's ongoing effort to modernize the national airspace system.
The objective of Metroplex is to enhance the way aircraft navigate airspace, to improve airport access and make flight routes more efficient. It's a collaborative process that includes many aviation entities.
The FAA works with the National Air Traffic Controllers Association in developing the procedures, but we work closely with the government agencies as well as the airports and airlines that are flying into those airports, and of course the general public around the area.
A Metroplex is the airspace around busy metropolitan areas that encompasses multiple airports. The Las Vegas Metroplex includes McCarran International, Henderson Executive, and North Las Vegas airports, as well as Nellis Air Force Base. The airspace surrounding Las Vegas was identified for Metroplex development because the existing air routes in southern Nevada have not been changed for many years. While the current procedures are safe, many are inefficient. The multi-phase project will introduce new procedures as the FAA transitions from ground-based to satellite-based navigation systems that will allow aircraft to fly in more direct routes and climb and descend more efficiently. In addition to enhancing safety and efficiency and segregating operations between airports, the FAA anticipates Metroplex will provide other benefits as well.
Outside benefit of that is we save fuel, decreased emissions, safer, better for the environment.
Las Vegas is one of 12 metropolitan areas included in the FAA Metroplex program. The FAA will decide whether to proceed with the Las Vegas project following study and design of new routes and a thorough environmental review. If the agency proceeds with the project, the implementation of any new routes would occur at least 2 years from now.
So Metroplex initiatives were really designed to make routing into a busy airport like McCarran much more efficient. The incentive for National Business Aviation Association to participate, be a collaborator with the FAA and folks who are developing these routes, is it benefits our members because it derives safer, more efficient routing. It's more environmentally friendly, often to the community around airports.
The FAA adopted a structured plan for implementing Metroplex projects, and community involvement and outreach meetings are critical components. Opportunities for public involvement will be available throughout the entire process.
We also have a dedicated website for the Las Vegas Metroplex where people will be able to provide comment, ask questions that we take into consideration and try to respond to.
In Metroplex projects across the country, most new routes are located within historical flight tracks, but this new way of operating has the potential to reduce fuel burn and aircraft exhaust emissions, while improving on-time performance within the Metroplex. A win-win for passengers, airports, and the FAA.
Routes America has selected Las Vegas as its 10th annual conference location. The event connects senior decision makers from airlines, airports, and tourism authorities to discuss new air service market opportunities and the evolution of existing services in the region. Here's what happened when these aviation professionals convened in our community.
Las Vegas is one of the most iconic travel destinations in the world, and McCarran International Airport is the gateway for nearly half of all visitors to southern Nevada. In addition to pumping billions of dollars into the local economy each year, the airport is also the first and last impression many visitors have of our community.
To stay on top of the latest developments in the aviation industry, McCarran Airport participates in important aviation conferences held around the globe.
Co-hosting Routes Americas with the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority is an ideal opportunity to highlight the city and show how the airport is evolving to meet the demands of the modern market.
You know, we're the #2 O&D origin and destination airport in the nation. We pride ourselves on that.
McCarran currently serves more than 30 airlines with nearly 150 nonstop destinations from around the world. Increasing service to Las Vegas not only helps Southern Nevada's tourism-based economy, but also gives visitors more convenient ways to get to Las Vegas.
So a lot of times conferences are about, not just the agenda, but the people you get to meet and talk to on the sidelines. And so when it's hosted in Las Vegas, everyone's going to come. So then you'll be able to talk to those people. So it's a kind of a virtuous circle. Las Vegas location begets more attendance, which is why you come in the first place.
Las Vegas is a trailblazer for air service development and the ideal location for a routes event. It is already a popular international destination, but strives to improve its connectivity with the Americas and the rest of the world. Our hosts, McCarran International Airport and the LVCVA, have a long-standing partnership to bring new routes to Las Vegas, supporting the tourism industry and local businesses through increased visitor numbers. The results are plain to see. Nearly half of Las Vegas's 42.9 million annual visitors travel by air, and the airport generates $30 billion a year in local economic impact.
As the city expands and adapts, new venues have also attracted more tourists. Sporting events are becoming a part of the Las Vegas attraction, with new teams and new facilities to entice fans to hop on the next flight to the entertainment capital of the world. This new aspect of the destination is proving to be a vital part of the ongoing goal to win more routes.
Routes and having this event here is very valuable because everyone is competing for the same finite number of airplanes to come somewhere. And when it's here, the people can look around, they can see that Las Vegas is a totally different city than it was 10 years ago, and it's going to be different 10 years from now. So when it's here, people actually see the opportunity.
Las Vegas has 150,000 hotel rooms to fill each night, and the airport and the LVCVA have bing working together for more than a decade to bring more visitors to Las Vegas.
If you look at Las Vegas' success, it's about the reaching out and rechanging, reinventing ourselves. And it's that cutting edge technology in the hotel industry as well as in the attractions, the airport. The fact that we established this marketing partnership with McCarran years ago, no other destination had done that. We are the success story in how we work together, the airport and the components of what the airport has to provide.
Co-hosting Routes Americas is just one more way the partnership can show firsthand all that the airport and Las Vegas have to offer.
Las Vegas continues to be one of the world's most popular travel destinations. As a result, some airlines will increase service to meet that demand and provide more ways to get people here. Let's take a look at some of these upcoming additions.
International airlines continue to play an important role in McCarran's ongoing growth.
Condor is adding seasonal service beginning in May with 2 weekly non-stop flights to Munich, Germany, using a Boeing 767-300, the same aircraft the carrier flies on their successful year-round Vegas-Frankfurt route. New to McCarran's lineup is German-based Eurowings, which will offer non-stop service between Las Vegas and Cologne on Mondays and Fridays starting mid-June. The low-cost carrier offers customers more than 140 connections within Europe from its Cologne hub. Qatar Airways will begin servicing Las Vegas in January 2018, with 4 weekly flights from the country's capital city of Doha. The 8,123-mile route will be the longest non-stop flight from McCarran, and marks the airline's second West Coast destination besides Los Angeles. The airline will use Boeing 777-200LR on the route, which has the longest range of any 2-engine commercial aircraft.
For more information about these and other airlines serving Las Vegas, visit McCarran.com.
McCarran was proud to host a behind-the-scenes tour for a group of women and men from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas Society of Women Engineers. The visit was a great way to showcase the importance of the airport to the local community, while also highlighting potential career paths to the eager group of students.
These students got the unique opportunity to tour the construction of McCarran's new underground passageway that connects D gates to Terminal 3. For most students, getting outside the classroom can be more valuable than just reading about it in books.
We get a lot of experience in class, and a lot of it is very conceptual, but what we like seeing as we're getting closer to graduation is what can we see out there in the real world, and what opportunities do we have that aren't just in our classrooms.
Wearing hard hats, these students descend more than 30 feet below ground. Above them is McCarran's ramp and apron areas located in between the D gates and Terminal 3. Department of Aviation employees served as tour guides and offered career advice for these students as they advanced their learning in the field of engineering.
And being able to come out here and interact with people that are actually working on real-life projects, who went through everything we went to in school, and say, hey, look, this is what I'm doing now. It gets a lot better.
Work on the $50 million project began in February of 2016. 7 gates in the D concourse will be converted to process arriving international passengers. 6 will be able to receive wide-body aircraft. Arriving international passengers will travel from the D gates to the existing U.S. Customs and Border Protection facility at Terminal 3 via this underground tunnel. Students learned that long before the construction began, there were months of planning and design to ensure the project would be done on schedule.
We did a feasibility study for approximately 9 months before we started actually going full bore on the design, while we decided what options we had available to us to increase the international serviceability here at the airport.
Above ground, students were shown how this massive construction project is planned and executed without disrupting regular airport operations. Inside the northeast wing of the D gates, students learned why glass partitions were installed to separate arriving international passengers from the general public.
You go down to the core building, down the tunnel, and to CBP to get screened.
Moving walkways, floors, and lighting will be the finishing touches in the tunnel. It's an important construction project for McCarran International Airport and could not have been done without the careful planning from skilled engineers, a job these students aspire to have.
It was an amazing experience. You're able to see everything like construction-wise, and I think the greatest part about it is later on, if we do decide to do like international travel, we'll be able to walk down this tunnel or see the different sections of the terminal that were under construction, and just being able to say that, hey, we were there, we saw it before everything was finalized and how it needed to be is a really cool experience.
If you've been to Terminal 1 lately, you may have noticed some new sparkle and shine. It's all part of our plan to modernize ticketing and baggage claim. Here's a peek at the improvements underway.
The upgrades begin on the departures curb, where updated metallic skycap podiums were installed, along with new doors and entryways.
The end result will be an updated look and feel in these areas to enhance our passengers' overall travel experience.
Once inside, customers will immediately notice a lighter, brighter ticketing lobby, where the dark and dated carpet was replaced with a multicolored terrazzo floor. Easy-to-read signage, new ticket counters, updated finishes, and a fresh coat of white paint on the walls and ceilings round out the improvements.
McCarran is welcoming nearly half of all the visitors to Las Vegas, and we wanted our facility to be on par with the rest of the entertainment capital of the world.
The $24 million project includes improvements in baggage claim as well, which features an intricate mosaic showcasing the iconic landmarks that have defined the Las Vegas skyline, both past and present.
The new medallion in the center of Terminal 1 baggage claim is really the centerpiece of that entire flooring project. And as you see it, you get the old, new Las Vegas, and it really just brings that entire area together and provides that phenomenal look of Las Vegas.
Decorative wall and column treatments are also included in the scope of work in both areas, as well as a new restroom and central ticketing. Some in-floor electrical ductwork will increase McCarran's ability to support self-service check-in kiosks.
As new technologies roll out, we wanted to have the infrastructure in place to enable those technologies to be easily brought in, applied, and improve the customer experience for the airlines and the customers that come through here as well.
Plans are also being developed to refresh the A gates with terrazzo flooring similar to what was already done in the B gates. The new flooring will be easier on the eyes and easier to clean, and will help McCarran serve Las Vegas visitors for decades to come.
There are only a few more areas left to finish before the work in ticketing and baggage claim is complete at the end of 2017. Until then, please pardon our dust while we improve the customer experience at the airport.
McCarran's passenger service representatives recently took to the runway, the fashion runway that is, to show off their newest attire. Take a look at their new look.
In true Las Vegas style, travelers were treated to a fashion show inside Terminal 1 baggage claim, where 5 models showed off an updated collection of uniform ensembles.
I love it, especially if you've seen our old uniforms. It was pretty outdated. So the way that McCarran's shifting their customer service, I think with us looking better, it's definitely a big improvement.
The airport's passenger service representatives can mix and match options, including black or royal blue pants, skirts, vests, and jackets that are paired with white shirts. With input from the employees, the new uniforms are both fashionable and functional.
I love these new uniforms. It's a great change. The airport's always changing, so I feel like we as employees should change with the whole culture and brand. If I look great and I'm feeling better, I I want to give out the best, customer service.
The uniforms have a pop of color coming from gold scarves and neckties with blue stars and white airplanes, a nod to the airport's McCarran Etcher service culture, where customer service is a top priority.
These are folks that are frontline customer service, and it was time for an upgrade. They've had the same uniforms for about 8 to 10 years. And the idea was that when you walk through the airport, if you need assistance, you know what to look for and who to look for in terms of that going for the gold.
Passenger service representatives are some of the most important people who work at the airport in terms of the overall customer experience. The new collection gives them attire befitting of their importance to the airport and makes them more visible to passengers.
The dated mauve uniforms worn for decades are now a thing of the past, and we think the new fashions look simply amazing.
In keeping with McCarran's tradition of including student art on the airport campus, the new FAA Air Traffic Control Tower features a canvas work in its lobby designed by students of the world-renowned Las Vegas Academy of the Arts.
This 16 by 14 foot artwork incorporates a patchwork of images from McCarran's aviation history within a contemporary style that represents future growth and opportunity.
The students' collaboration resulted in a showpiece that's as interesting as the tower is tall.
Notice the warping of the parking lot.
The students and I teamed up and started researching different events and trying to come up with how we would represent all the periods of aviation history in Clark County, but also have a very contemporary feel for the new tower.
The first entire part was us just doing research, getting all the pictures together, because it was going to be this huge scale, like template after template after template, just busting it out. So it was interesting, just like divvying up the research and everything. I mean, it was fun.
The background is a chevron pattern of desert colors overlaying images of runways, terminals, signage, and other activities around McCarran.
I really did enjoy it because it was something new that we haven't done before in her class. So, you get to learn a couple of new things.
It was a long process for the brainstorming and trying to figure out how this was all going to come together. And we knew we wanted some sort of pattern piece to unify it, but we also wanted other pieces to stand out as momentous in the history of the airport.
To link the major points of historical importance, spheres of specific decades float with buildings, planes, important figures, and iconic Las Vegas markers.
It's a great depiction of aviation history at McCarran Airport and the Las Vegas Valley. When you look at it, you can feel the passion of the student artists that worked hard to make it happen. We enjoyed collaborating with Clark County Department of Aviation and the school district.
I was super proud of it, like knowing that I had contributed to the community in that way. And so I'm pretty proud of it.
A variety of interesting works of art is showcased throughout the airport. To learn more, visit our website, McCarran.com.
To reach out to our growing number of Hispanic customers, each episode of Flight Path features a segment in Spanish with English subtitles. Here's Gabriela Muro to tell us more about the TSA's pre-check program and how it benefits McCarran travelers.
La Administración de Seguridad en el Transporte tiene un programa llamado TSA Pre-Check.
El programa hace posible que los pasajeros que cumplen con ciertos requisitos y que son considerados de bajo riesgo disfruten de un proceso eficiente en los puntos de seguridad en vuelos domésticos e internacionales.
Passengers love it because a lot of passengers know they're low risk, and then we've now been able to work to identify them, and so we are really able to provide better customer service, not only from TSA but from the airports where pre-check's available.
Aquellos elegidos son dirigidos a una fila de control especial. Reciben beneficios de inspección por las cuales ya no tendrán que quitarse los zapatos, cinturones, chaquetas ligeras y la computadora portátil y equipo de mano que cumplen con la norma 311 no tendrán que ser removidos de sus bolsos.
McCarran was one of the very first to begin to have at least a lane of pre-check. Now every checkpoint in McCarran has a pre-check lane.
La revisión previa de TSA PreCheck ayuda a reforzar la seguridad mediante la identificación de individuos de bajo riesgo a través de preselección. Los viajeros pueden inscribirse en el programa visitando un centro de inscripción TSA, como la que se encuentra en el Terminal 1 de McCarran, cerca de la garita de seguridad C&D.
It's been wonderful. These guys processed it so quickly, and it's an $85 fee. It lasts 5 years, and you get to avoid the longer security line. So From our perspective, if you travel enough, it's certainly going to be worth it.
Elegibilidad para el programa se limita a los ciudadanos estadounidenses y residentes permanentes legales. Para inscribirse simplemente tendrán que pagar una cuota no reembolsable. Tendrán que proporcionar una identificación válida con fotografía, tener comprobante de documentos de ciudadanía o inmigración y obtener huellas digitales. Los pasajeros que son elegibles para TSA PreCheck tendrán un indicador de notificación que aparecerá en su pase de abordar. La Administración de Seguridad en el Transporte quiere recordarle a los pasajeros que siempre incorporan medidas de seguridad imprescindibles y al azar en todo el aeropuerto y no se le garantiza siempre la inspección rápida a ningún pasajero.
Para obtener más información sobre el programa, ingrese a la página de internet de la Administración de Seguridad en el Transporte, tsa.gov, para ver una lista completa de requisitos.
Did you know there's a Hall of Fame to honor and preserve the legacy of those who advanced our nation's aviation and aerospace programs here in Nevada? Now these important pioneers are being honored at McCarran with a new exhibit.
The Nevada Aerospace Hall of Fame sheds light on the hidden history of aviation in Nevada and recognizes the contributions of men and women who advanced our nation's aerospace programs within the Silver State.
The thing that's really wonderful about it, and we are eternally grateful to McCarran Airport for partnering with us, is we have been looking for a home. McCarran's generosity was very beautiful, and we're very appreciative of it, that we finally have a place where people can see. The people were recognizing those who've made major contributions to aviation and our aerospace in our state.
The new exhibit is located on the pedestrian bridge between the B and C gates and features plaques honoring Nevada's aviation pioneers, as well as an interactive touchscreen that allows visitors to get a closer look at each inductee.
Aviation in Southern Nevada is very critical. Had we not had something like McCarran Airport, had we not had so many passengers, so many tourists, so many airlines that serve this city, we may not be what we are today.
Current members of the Hall of Fame include 2010 inductees Robert E. Tim and John W. Cook Sr., who set the world endurance record at a total time of 64 days, 22 hours, 19 minutes, and 5 seconds, a record that still stands today. Their aircraft is hanging above the baggage claim area in Terminal 1.
We look at individuals and our groups that have made significant contributions to aviation and our aerospace in our state. And so it's a really nice opportunity for a lot of the community to learn about these individuals who otherwise might not be very well known.
Other members include Florence J. Murphy, Roscoe Turner, and George Crockett, just to name a few.
Next time you're traveling through McCarran, make it a point to visit this important exhibit that showcases the efforts of these early aviators who helped pave the way for commercial aviation today.
Properly lighting the airfield at night is critical, but powering those high-intensity fixtures takes a lot of energy. To help conserve, McCarran is converting the ramp lighting to LEDs. It's just one more way the airport is growing green.
To save money and operate in a more environmentally friendly manner, older light fixtures throughout the airport have been replaced with more energy-efficient LED fixtures.
Retrofitting the airfield lighting is the airport's latest endeavor to become more sustainable. The project consists of replacing 432 existing lights on 139 poles around the gates with LEDs.
Initially, we did a survey of all the lights to see what we had on the airfield. Mostly it's high pressure sodium. We decided what lighting level we wanted to have. We determined that we wanted to go LED for efficiency, and the LED gives us almost a 50% energy savings, as well as less in maintenance costs.
The new LED lights will save more than 1 million kilowatts of power and $98,000 on an annual basis. Besides saving energy, the new fixtures are expected to save more than $100,000 in maintenance costs over the life expectancy of the LED fixtures. NV Energy is also providing assistance through its energy savings rebate program. The airport partnered with Musco Lighting to design the project.
When McCarran International Airport came to us to ask about different ways to light their facility, the first thing we looked at was figuring out a good way to light the ground and light the aircraft for efficiency of their ground staff.
The high pressure sodium usually ranges from 2,000 to 2,300 Kelvin. The LEDs that we selected were over 5,000 Kelvin, which allows you to distinguish colors better. And LEDs have better light cutoff than high pressure sodium, which we currently have. So we don't want to shine lights outside the airfield. We want to keep it on the ramp, and we specifically want to keep it in the areas where the people are working.
To keep the ramp area operational during the retrofit, the Department of Aviation worked closely with the contractor, airlines, and other airport partners.
The project is slated for completion in September and will improve the lighting for safely accomplishing important tasks such as parking and refueling aircraft, unloading and loading cargo, and conducting mechanical checks and pre-flight inspections.
It will also enhance operational efficiencies on the ramp and is just one more way the airport is growing green.
Now you're ready to pack your bags and fly the skies, so have a great trip. Remember to check us out on Facebook and follow us on Twitter, and use all the resources of our website, McCarran.com. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Flight Path.